Imagine opening your wardrobe and deciding between which dress would look good today, or which shirt would go with that pants. Perhaps today is the first day of spring, and you want to wear something bright. Or the Phillies are playing, and you want to show their support. After deciding on something you like, you walk out the door feeling pretty confident. Now take that same situation, subtract the options and the clothes, and replace it with two identical pairs of school uniforms. That is what the affirmative is arguing for the next school year. Many problems rise to the top of your head, and we as a negative will argue some of these. To begin, the freedom to choose what to wear is the freedom of choice. Allowing students to choose what to wear gives them an opportunity to express themselves. It fosters individuality and diversity, which prepares them for the future. As sociologist Ruth Bernstein states, allowing young people to choose their own clothes prepares them for adulthood. If high school students are having difficulty wearing appropriate dress to school, we have bigger problems. Instead of sidestepping the issue by enacting school uniforms, we should teach students how to be responsible adults, because no one will be following them around when they are older, telling them what to wear. In addition, by mandating a school uniform, we are promoting conformity and the idea that everyone is the same. Is that what we want to teach the next generation? That everyone is the same? No, because the truth is that everyone is different, and everyone has their own distinct personal style. So why inhibit this? Furthermore, as Director Ty Bowers warns, when you try and make people conform in one area, they make up for it in somewhere else. Most psychologists agree that it's normal for teens to use fashion as a way of rebelling. If you ban this, then they will seek other more serious ways to rebel. Second, our opponents will bring up costs. They'll throw some numbers at you, twist it so it looks like you save money by purchasing $200 uniforms. However, let's use some logical reasoning. The benefit of choice is that families can choose how much they want to spend on clothes. Sometimes there are discounts or sales, and you can get some nice outfits for $30. Besides, some students aren't going to be wearing their school uniforms on weekends and holidays. So in addition to the regular clothes that a household buys, there's additional cost of 2 pairs of school uniforms, at the least. Students are still going to pursue their favorite brand to wear during non-school hours. Thus, we are making 2 wardrobes instead of 1. Finally, it is impractical to implement a school uniform code in the financial crisis that we are in. In a time of funding cuts, the school board just has too much other things to worry about than school uniforms. First, we must consider the logistics. Who will be in charge of deciding a school uniform? And how is everyone going to agree on one? Plus, the resolution states K through 12. This means kindergartners will have to wear school uniforms instead of their favorite Bobby Builder shirt. Not only will the parents go broke buying their kids new uniforms each year because they grow each year, but there's also no need at such a young age. Elementary school kids do not wear profane shirts or low-cut blouses and rarely judge each other on the shirt they wear. Next, the school district must determine a way to enforce the mandate. Are we going to deny students access to public education because of their dress? What if it gets dirty and the other uniform is in the wash? It's just problematic for the administrators. Furthermore, sometimes Upward Dublin students don't even follow the dress codes already in place, which leads me to the negatives counterplan. To restructure the school's dress policy, we must start at step 1. First, we must develop a way to enforce the system already in place. Do not forget, our school does have a dress code, which addresses all of our opponents' contentions. I cite the school handbook. Dress code regulations is intended to establish a more conducive environment to learning, instill student discipline, reduce peer pressure, and promote an understanding of appropriate dress of an academic environment. Some of these restrictions include undergarments may not be visible, midriff and back may not be exposed, mini skirts may not be worn, or any forms of words that communicating violence, drugs, alcohol, profanity, or double meanings. Honestly, we can all admit to seeing this sometime in the hall, but probably breaking it ourselves. Due to the lack of discipline, such clothes are sometimes seen. However, by enacting a simple enforcement plan, we can eliminate any distractions or indecencies that the affirmative may argue. At least try something first. We propose a warning system with 3 stages. First, offense may involve a warning and a change of clothes if possible. Second offense would be detention, and third offense would be dress code, would be a parent conference to discuss a school-appropriate dress. Students would follow the dress code if we made a small effort to enforce it. We won't know how well enforcement will go unless we try for status quo first. If teachers follow these actions, our school will be free of clothes-related problems that our opponents bring up. In conclusion, when deciding this debate, we must face the facts. Although some of the benefits of school uniforms may apply to other schools, Upper Dublin does not need a change in their policies. Let me remind you, we have a dress code. There's no gang violence or bullying because of outfits, and students do not perform poorly because of what they are wearing. Thus, if there's no need for change, then the negatives won this debate. Do not crucify us on a cross of uniforms. Vote negative.